All right, Killmonger is in the game, and we've got a bunch of data mine information on when he's coming, how he's going to be released, and then we're going to take a look at the kit. Plus, a big shout out to Tana for all of this stuff that is in the data mine. We've got a lot of artwork. That right there is Black Panther, of course, and there is a full Wakandan team, and they have a ton of synergy. And it looks promising, let me tell you. It looks promising. Right here, again, a full 5-member Wakandan team. Right here is Killmonger, and I'm not really sure why they went with that art. And we'll talk about that a little bit more, but we've got some stats and things like that here on MSF.gg, although I don't know how accurate the information is here because it calls him military, where in game he has a mercenary tag versus military. And I don't know why they went with this artwork. I mean, they could have went a couple different ways. You know, they could have done one with his face and the hair, or they could have done like the gold Black Panther-ish looking one and called that Killmonger. And I got to tell you, the kit actually kind of does remind me of Black Panther's kit a little bit. It's very similar in a lot of ways. But yeah, they chose to go this. Maybe that is leading up to having skins and things like that. I don't know. Then we've also got M'Baku, which is that guy in the movie, right? And then we've got Shuri. All right, there's Shuri right there. Very good. And then lastly, we've got, I don't know how to say her name, Okoye, which we also have a kit for in the data mine. So we're going to talk about that also. All right, let's talk about when is Killmonger coming and how is he going to be released. And again, big shout out to Tana, who is the data mine expert. And I'll explain what the data mine is. Data mine is information inside of the game files that has not been made public. But if you're able to download the data mine, the actual entire game, and read the text files, you'll find things that are hidden there. And they can change anything at any time, but this looks pretty accurate because it says it's going to be coming out right away. It says, coming soon, Killmonger. Prepare for Wakanda. Commander, get ready to start building the new top-tier Wakandan raid team with Crit Crazy Blaster Killmonger available on 3/12. And how is he going to be available? Well, you have to buy him. And then he's going to be in a blitz. All abilities improved by Crit, heavy damage, Wakanda team, Villain Blaster, prepare for Wakandan forever. And then down a little bit further, it talks about recruit him now. And I guess this is going to come out on the 12th. Newest edition of the Wakanda team available and Rival King Blitz starting on the 21st. So if you can get him on the Blitz, you can recruit him early by purchasing the Rival King Orb or via his offer in the store. Boo. Boo! Don't miss out. It'll be featured in the Red Star and Elite Red Star Orbs with 4 times the drop rate until March 19th. Well, save that up, I guess. I don't know. Let's take a look at the kit. And I don't really like the way it displays it in game. So it's kind of strange. Lethal Assassin who drains health from enemies and eliminates weakened targets. That's kind of nice. And I don't really understand how the kit works because the way it breaks it apart right here. I don't like how, you click this and it shows the bonus and then it shows more bonus, but it doesn't show the final text. But it looks like he can attack multiple times. And then on a crit, he gets a bonus attack. And later, he can have a bonus attack up to 2 times. So you could hit it up to 3 times on his basic. And it looks like he also gains Drain. Level 3, 10%. Level 5, he gets 20%. And then level 7, he gets 30%. And then, of course, on level 7, which is Orange Mat, he can actually hit a total of 3 times. So when he crits, attacks 2 more times. Bonus attack 2 more times. Looks like it does damage. Now, the way that it works is if you don't crit, you gain charge. And the charge mechanic, which we're just going to skip over to the passive, and we'll come back to full auto and Battle Frenzy, is, basically his crit chance goes through the roof based on the number of crit chance. It says gain 20% crit chance per charged. So that's very good. Now, this, I don't really understand what this means. It says, on defense up, attack the most injured enemy for 100% damage. So if he acquires the defense up buff, then he attacks the most injured enemy for 100% damage. That always sounds like a good thing. That's like Deadpool. Deadpool has that ability which bypasses taunt, and he attacks the most injured enemy. And that makes Deadpool amazing, right? So I think Killmonger is going to be amazing also if that's the way it works. Level 2, he gets 50% more damage to most injured enemy. And then in raids, 20% chance to counterattack, and then 20% chance to counterattack for each Wakandan ally. So he could have like 100% counterattack chance. Then he gets more damage right there to injured enemy. 10% drain on kill, heal for 10% of this character's max health. So that's going to give him sustainability in the raid. I just don't really understand what this means right here. I'm sure you're going to tell me. In the comment section, right? On defense up, attack the most injured enemy for 100% damage. Boy, if you could just spam defense up on him, is he just gonna go full Deadpool on people? All right, so this is where I'm talking about the kid kind of looks like Black Panther. Black Panther's middle ability, he gets offense up. It says attack primary target for 60% damage 2 times. On a crit, gain offense and lose charge. Otherwise, gain the charge up to a maximum of 5. And the damage just ramps up. And he can act on level 6, which I believe when you get to like level 60, you can have, that's like the full purples without having going to the orange mats. He'll attack a total of 3 times, but the charge will be like building up and then building up the crit chance, and then the crit will be going off. And we'll go to the MSF GG data mine files and look at the stats a little bit because it's not really clear. And then Battle Frenzy again kind of reminds me of Black Panther. Where it chains, and then it says on a crit, attack all enemies. So basically, if it doesn't crit, it will chain, and then it will crit. If it crits, it'll hit everybody. So kind of reminds me of Black Panther in a lot of ways. Okay, let's go to MSF GG. And they were very specific on this, that they don't know if this is accurate or not. Right here it says character gear and stats. There's the disclaimer right here. Stats are not 100% accurate. Looks interesting, and I haven't really had 104, a little bit above average. Looks like there's good damage. Crit chance is only 10% without the buffs. And so with each charge, it goes up 20%, to 30 to 50. And then eventually, he has a 110% chance to crit, and eventually it'll just go off. Let's look at her abilities. And like I said, I don't know how to say her name. Okoye? Excuse me, I don't know. Hero Global Skill Controller Wakandan. And she has attack primary target for 200% damage and apply defense down. And defense down is amazing. That's probably one of my favorite negative status effects by far. I love that. And then we've got Precision Strike. Attack primary target for 220% damage. Apply ability block for 2 turns, which is always good. But that's very useful in like stalling crossbones and things like that. Chain additional targets and a 50% chance to apply ability block. Fine. That looks great. Now let's knock these down back so that they don't have the orange mats and see how much it changes there. Nothing really drastic right there. Aerial Impalement. Ooh. Primary damage. Gain offense up. Attack primary target for 250% damage. Change speed bar by minus 40%. That's pretty good. Changing speed bar. I like that. Especially that looks going to go off turn 1. And then this is why she's amazing is right here. Gain assist now on each Wakandan ally's turn. Now that is just amazing. And the reason why that's amazing is that her assist counter, it says right here, apply defense down. Everybody's going to have defense down. Defense down is amazing. That means whenever Wakandan goes, she's going to go also, and then we're going to have defense down. If there's going to be kills, then Black Panther's going to be going back to back to back. This is just going to ramp up Black Panther's damage. It looks very impressive. Of course, this is data mine information. We will see when it all comes out. But, according to the text inside of the data mine, Fox Next is claiming that this team is going to be a new top-tier raid team. Speaking of raids, why are they doing this? They're changing the raids on us. I don't know how much I want to complain about this, but the new raid just came out, the beta raid, and we were able to do over 60%, not a problem. And then the beta raid right here. And then they just outright changed the raid. They just changed it, boosted it, made it way harder, and now we're struggling to get 50%. And they just boosted the red stars. And the issue that I have is that they said when red stars came out that they weren't going to adjust the difficulty of the red stars. So, if they made an oopsie, just test it before you publish it. I don't know. Just to have it beatable and then boost it up. I guess what bothers me is I've always suspected, like in the Ultimate 6, that sometimes it was just like, my characters got stronger, or I was able to clear this no problem last week, and it just seems like the raid is harder. Like they are boosting the raid like silently, like a stealth buff, making it a lot harder. And they just did that. Like there's actual screenshots of red stars being added to characters in different parts of the nodes, and it's outrageous. So I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit annoyed by that. By the way, I want to say that I went and saw Captain Marvel, and I did like the movie. The movie was good. I was actually worried about it having some ridiculous message, if you will, or some sort of hidden agenda. That didn't bother me, but the movie was a Marvel movie, which I'm a Marvel fan, and I got to say it was good, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's not like the best Marvel movie I've seen. It's just definitely mediocre for some reason. It just kind of didn't really resonate with me, or didn't really wow me. She didn't really wow me or anything like that. Now, if I think about Into the Spider-Verse, that movie, I've watched 3 times. I don't know if I'm going to see Captain Marvel again. It's just that simple. Good movie. Highly recommend it, but I don't think I'm going to see it a second time. Not in the theaters anyway. Maybe when it comes out on DVD or something like that. All right. Well, now it's time for the giveaway. Really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you were in luck. For every single person that liked this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star Black Korath.
This is not a scam.
Yeah, the in-game one looks a lot different. I guess it follows more of the comic book, but they just don't even look the same at all. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.